All right, welcome to the review for Unit 1. This is going to be our first test right after this. So let's see that, 75/50. Remember, we started with basic simplifying of fractions. Those are both on the 25 times table, right? 3/4 is 75 cents, so that's a 3. 2/4 is 50 cents. And you better be able to say that for the test. That is 3 what? 3 halves. 63rd. 100. Wow, that's a big. Well, remember, 6 plus 3 is 9, and 1 plus 0 plus 8 is 9. They're both on the 3 times table. They are both also on the 9 times table. 63 divided by 9 is 7. 108 divided by 9 is 12, right? You're supposed to memorize that in, what, 3rd grade? All right, 2 times 9 is 18, but you could check it. It simplifies to 7/12. Now, if you had done this one by 3, it's perfectly fine. You'll get 21/36, I believe, 36. But you can't leave it that way. You have to go again, right? And then make it the 7/12. 30 students, it says right there, 30 students were asked their favorite sandwich. According to the table, what like turkey the best? Who likes turkey? Not me, but 9/30ths, right? We have to simplify it. Don't leave it 9/30ths on the test. This simplifies to 3. What fraction like turkey the best? 3/10 of them like turkey the best. Okay, and this was all leading to proportionality, a major concept of 7th grade. Right, the mixed number in words, all right? So 7 and 3 what? Eighths, E-I-G-H-T-H-S. There was 1/8, it would be singular, but this is 3/8. 7 and 3/8. That is 5 what? Halves. Plural of 1/2. Shade 3/5 of the picture. Wait, there's 10 things there, right? But we're doing equivalent fractions. So we are shading 6 out of 10. Don't shade 3 out of 10. That's not 3/5. 6 out of 10 is equal to 3/5. Only one of those is equivalent. Well, 5 times 9 is 45. Nope, that should have been 18, so that's not it. 3 times 5 is 15. 11 times 5, yep, that's equivalent. Let's just check the other one. 8 times 4 is 32. 9 times 4 is 30. No, that should have been 36. Fill in the missing numbers to make them equivalent. 45 divided by what makes 5? 9. What divided by 9 makes 2? 18. 8 times nothing makes 12, but we can simplify that to 3/4. 4 times 3 is 12. 3 times 3 is 9. 15 doesn't make 40. Whoops, so I got to simplify the one on the right this time. Both of those are on the 4 times table, but they're also on the 8. 32 divided by 8 is 4, and 40 divided by 8 is 5. Simplifies to 4/5. 15 divided by 3 is 5. So what number divided by 3 makes 4? 12 is the missing number. So we're going to make that an improper fraction. That is an improper fraction to a mixed or whole number, right? So now the way, I don't want you to sit here and do this. What I want you to do is in your head, 32/8 is 4, right? So what is 34/8? It is 4 and 2/8. But 4 and 2/8 can never be the right answer because it has to be simplified to 4 and 1/4. 3 and 2/4, you're going to make that an improper fraction, and it's got to be a simplified improper fraction. So you could immediately realize that this is 3 1/2. And then you do 2 times 3 is 6 plus 1 is 7. The correct answer is 7 halves. If you choose to make it 4 times 3, 12, plus 2, 14/4, again, you can do it that way, but you better simplify it to 7 halves. All right, so you're drawing a number line, and you're going to divide this in fourths. So if it's into fourths, that means 3 equal tick marks. 1, 2, 3, right? That's 1/4. 1, 2, 3. That's 2/4, but what I've asked to put is 1/2. So 1/2 goes exactly where 2/4 is. There's 1/4. 3/4 goes there, right? 1 is 4/4. So this is 1 3/4, which is where 7/4 goes. Right? Number fractions on a number line. Okay, so we're going to see which one of these four fractions and mixed numbers are equivalent to the red question mark there. Now, these are sixths, and you know that two ways. One, because I put 1/6 there, but also because there's 5 little marks in between. That means it must be sixth, and we're halfway. You know, this is 1 1/6, 1 2/6. This is 1 3/6. So that's clearly your right answer. And 1 3/6 simplifies to 1 1/2. So that's also in the same exact location. Now 9/6, right? 6/6 is 1. That's 1 3/6. So that's also correct. And 5/3 is 1 2/3. Is that equal to 1 3/6? No, it's equal to 1 4/6, right? So that is not equal. So you're going to have questions on the test where you have to choose all that apply. There may be one unlikely. If it says all that apply, it's likely 2, 3, or 4 are correct. All right, so now we're going to do the green one. So let's see. We have 2 and, right, 1 6 2 6 3. So that is 2 4/6. So that's clearly right. 2 4/6 simplified, divide by 2, is 2 2/3. So that's clearly right. Now 11/3, 9/3 is 3. So 11/3 is 3 2/3. So that's not right. 6/16, well, 16/6, I said that upside down. 12/6 is 2. So this is 2 4/6. This 2 4, yeah, this is also correct. So both cases there, 3 out of 4 were correct, but that's not necessarily the case for the test. All right, so one of the things we started with before we did number lines was these pencils. All right, so rulers. The rulers in this class are always in 16ths, and most of them in the real world. So, right, 2 16/16 is right there at 3. So this is, you know, I could count from 2 all the way up here, but we could just do 2 less than 16. And so that right there is 2 14/16. Is that one of my choices? Yes. What else? Well, I could simplify that, and that would be 2 7/8. So that's also correct for that location. Does 2 7/8 simplify to 2 3/4? No, right? 3/4 is 12/16, not 14/16, so that's wrong. Let's see, 16/8 is 2. 23 minus 16 is 7. Yeah, that's also 2 7/8. So those three are correct for the length of this pencil. Proportions, we're going to have two ratios or rates that are equal. So we have a 4 short and a 6 long. And we need to enlarge that so the long side would be 24. Now notice both 4 and 6 are on the, all right, both have 24 on their times table. So you got to pay attention. So it's 24 goes down there with long, and we're finding the short side. And so 6 times 4 is 24, 4 times 4 is 16, and then we want to put inches on our answer. Steve made 16 out of 24, so he's 16 made out of 24 free throws. You could put throws or shots. I'm going to put shots just to be consistent. How many would you expect him to make if he shot 36? All right, so 36, and we're trying to see how many we would expect him to make or made if he took 36. So now we need to simplify. Both of those are divisible by 8, so this becomes 8 and this becomes 3, 2/3. 3 times what makes 36? 12. So 2 times 12. We would expect him out of 36 to make 24. So we're going to write two ratios and write a proportion. We're going to check if it's proportional. If it's proportional, we're going to find K. So 24 miles in 4 hours and 36 miles in 6 hours, miles per hour, miles up top. So let's simplify these, right? 4 divided by 4 is 1. 24 divided by 4 is 6. So this is 60. This person, excuse me, Sam is going 60 miles per hour. Divide by 1. And so is Cindy. They're both going 60 miles per hour. So K equals 60. Now, let's go over this. When I ask for K, you don't have to put the units for me. Other teachers might be different, but K equals 60. All right. If I ask for the unit rate, though, you better put the units. Your unit rate here is 60 miles in 1 hour. Could also be written as 60 mph, 60 miles per hour. Know the difference. K is a number, all right, but the unit rate always has words, all right, 60 miles in 1 hour or 60 miles per hour. Amusement park, it's $6 for 20 rides. At another, it's $4 for 15 rides. So let's simplify some fractions here. 6/20 simplifies to 3/10. 4/15 is already simplified. So this is not a proportion. Do not give me right. One rate is $3 for 10 rides. One's $4 for 15. Do not give me a K because it is not proportion. K is the constant of proportionality, the simplified fraction, both sides equal. All right, so we're going to find cashews to peanuts, right, because these are always upside down. So it's 2 to 3 equals 4 to 6 equals 6 to 9 equals 8 to 12. Do those all simplify to the same thing? Well, 4/6 simplifies to 2/3. 6/9 simplifies to 2/3. Divide by 3. 8/12 simplifies to 2/3. And so since it is proportional, we're going to say K equals 2/3. There are 2 cashews for every 3 peanuts. Please, if you put 3 halves, you get no credit because it's upside down. It says cashews to peanuts, but we always end up flipping these tables over. All right, so miles to hours. So we're going to do miles to hours. So 20 miles to 1 hour, 30 miles to 2. Wait a minute. Well, that simplifies to 15. So I can stop right there, right? These are not proportional. We're not finding K. All right, we're going to fill in the blank. Now, for filling in the blank part, you don't have to fill it upside down, but you're going to have to do miles to gallon for K, so I'm going to flip it upside down. So 24 over 2. All right, so we have blank over 1 equals 24 over 2. Well, 24 over 2 makes 12 over 1. Okay, so then what goes with 3? Well, 36 has to go with 3, right? 12 times 3. And then I didn't make the last one 4, right? The last one was 10. So 1 times 10 is 10. So this one's 120. So pay attention. But so these are proportional, well, because you force them to be proportional. And K is not 1/12. K is 12. This car is getting 12 miles per gallon, which means it's probably a big truck of some sort. All right, to raise some mixed paint according to the following ratio. What fraction of the total paint will be red paint? Okay, so red to total is the key here. So red, and what's the total? The total is there's red paint and white paint. To make pink, you add them together and get 10, so it's 8/10, which you would say, what fraction of the total paint shown will be red? 4/5 will be red. 8 out of 10. 8 red to total for this. Shade 4/20, well, there's only 10, right? So what out of 10 is the same as 4/20? Well, no, 2/10 is. Now notice I could have simplified it to 1/5, but it wouldn't have made my life easier. So to do 4/20 of this picture, you say shade 2 out of 10, because 2/10 is equal to 4/20. Which pair is equivalent? So that means only one of them is. 5 times 8 is 40. Is 12 times 8 80? Nope, that's 96. Whoops. Mr. Ben, you should know your times table. 5 times 8 is 40. 12 times 8, I just said it, was 96. And 5 times 9 is 45. And 12 times oh, this is 5 times 9, 45, so this would be 12 times 9, 108, if it was that. So no, it's the one in the middle. Final question. All right, we have a 4-inch by 6-inch photo. She wants to enlarge. She has two choices. She can do 12 by 20, or she can do 24 by 36. She wants the one that's proportional. Well, 4/6 simplifies to 2/3. 2 times 6 is 12. 3 times 6 is 18, so that's not the one. The other one better work. Yeah, it does. It's this one. She should pick that one, and so that way she won't have to alter her picture. Good luck with the homework. Do that and be ready for the test.